time. Welcome to my channel. Are you ready? Let's go.
Okay, hi guys, we meet again this time around to sketch the graph of ln. So as I always pointed out to you, to sketch the graph, we need to know the basic shape. So here, for the ln function, I present to you bentuk burung. Yes, I'm sure you would have used this when you were drawing, okay, and I'm sure you had a good childhood memory. Well, let us straight away go to the question on how to draw the log function. So here, let me give you a first example. Y equal to ln x minus 2. So here, if you see, right, the way to draw this graph is I'll be using something called Da'is method. So what is Da'is? D-A-I-S, Da'is. So this method will help us to sketch a graph in an easy way. First is domain. This is the second graph that you need to go and work out the domain for your sketch. So first step, domain. So the domain is just going to be inside here bigger than 0. Well, you know ln is only defined for positive value. So x is bigger than. Done with the first step. A is asymptote. Asymptote, you don't need to worry so much. Okay. All you have to do is just modify what you have obtained in domain with equal sign. So it becomes x equal to 2. So we are halfway through. The third step is your intercept. I for intercept. So intercept here we are talking about the y-intercept. So you know very well y-intercept is when x is equal to 0. So you go and substitute 0. You're going to see it's going to be undefined. So in our case here do not exist. And then the final step S is going to be sketch. So sketch here is where we need to go and see our basic shape. So remember the basic shape is given for the function ln. That means nothing here, no negative sign, nothing. Okay. So you compare this with this bentuk. You can see since x greater than 2, so I'm going to take this part of the graph. So the shape is going to be something like this. If I have x less than 2, then I'll take this part of it. Hope you can follow up until that. Now I'm going to put everything together and draw my graph. So I go to 2. My domain is going to be greater than 2, so I'm going to be having asymptote first of all here. So my asymptote should be labeled x equal to 2. My domain is place where the graph exists, so it's going to be like that, following this shape. Hope that's clear to you. So make sure you label everything x, y, okay. So now, of course, nothing, okay, is complete without us stating the domain and range. Domain, of course, you don't need to worry so much because you already obtained in the first step. Now the range values of y where the graph exists, so that's going to be the lowest, the highest value, which is very obvious here, is going to be negative infinity to infinity. Hope you learned something in the first example. I'm going to come up with another few more. Stay tuned with me. Okay, now for the second example, as you can see, I want to sketch the graph of ln using the method Da'is. So first step to the third step, no problem, smooth sailing. So first step, domain. Remember, okay, we are just following this method in order to sketch the graph, alright? No like other step, okay, so just follow this. So domain here, 3 minus x greater than 0. Please be very careful about this. Okay, this is going to give you x is less than 3. Then your asymptote is just going to be, change this to equal sign, x equal to 3. And this time around, to find your y-intercept, there's definitely going to be y-intercept. So substitute your x equal to 0 into your original equation. Okay, I've left my calculator somewhere there. Let me go and grab it. So as you put into your calculator, you're going to get negative value, okay, negative 2 ln 3. That's going to give me y equal to negative 21.97. Hope you are clear up until there. You shouldn't have any problem step 1 until 3. Now the last step, which is sketch. Well, if you actually see, we need to decide are we following the first or second. Remember, this bentuk burung is for this. That means there is no negative in front. So first of all, I need to go and see, am I taking the left or taking the right? So if you see here, okay, this guy, this part, I comparing with the bentuk burung. So since x is less than 3, I'll be taking this part. Remember, I'm only considering this to be compared with this in order to get the bentuk burung. So for the sketch part, this is the only one I need to be very careful. So as you see, I follow this bentuk. Yes, I can understand that. Maybe some of you might be wondering, why is it cutting the positive y inside? Sabar, sabar. Okay, we will reach our destination. Now because it's negative, we already know negative means how it will affect the shape. Negative means the shape needs to be reflected above the x-axis. Needs to be reflected above the x-axis. So now you will see the shape will be something like this. This part you reflect, you get this. This part you reflect above your x-axis, you're getting this. So this is the shape that you need to draw. Hope you're okay until that. Now I'm going to go and put this shape together in my y-intercept, my asymptote, in order to get my final graph. Let me move over, okay, to this side. So I can go and sketch my entire graph. Okay, so my asymptote is x equal to 3 here. I'll be cutting a -2, so here is my -2.197. My shape is like that, so that means I'll be doing something like this. Okay, hope you are clear. Make sure you label everything, so this is y, this is x. Alright, so in case you're having doubt whether what I've drawn is it correct or not, you can take out your handphone, go to Desmos, put in the function, you see whether you get this graph. Alright, if you don't get, then you can curse me out in the comment section. So the domain, you don't need to think too much because it's already there. So it's going to be -3 to 3. And then the range, as you can see, the values of y where the graph is defined, so it's going to be -infinity. Hope your sketching lawn, okay, will be smooth after going through this step. Hope to see you in the next video. Stay tuned with me. If you like the content, like, subscribe and share.